we all are moms that want to protect our children and don't allow our children to be out there self-destructing.
That was Toya Graham. Remember her about 6 months ago after 26 Baltimore mothers? They're honored for child-rearing skills. Well, Miss Graham gained national attention when she was photographed stopping her son from joining in the April riot. She acknowledged the hardships of raising children, especially sons here in Baltimore, and said that she was looking out for her son's future. She said if she had to do it all over again, she'd bring her son home the exact same way. But will fears of unrest under a national spotlight have an impact on Baltimore's economy? Mindy Becerra spoke with Tom Noonan from Visit Baltimore about how it's affected the economy so far.
It's been a difficult year for tourism, obviously, the first several months especially. I think we're starting to see signs of recovery now, hotel industry especially. October was the first month since the unrest that our hotel occupancies were higher than they were the year prior. So that's great news for the city. So about 4 or 5% higher in terms of occupancy, and RevPAR was up like 15%. So great sign for the hotel industry that we saw a great month in October.
May, June, not so great, but rebounding as we come to fall and people kind of are getting the sense that Baltimore is not an unsafe place. So would you say that it's in recovery mode? Is that a good way to put it?
I think we're seeing signs of consistency back in the marketplace, which is great. So we're seeing our meetings portfolio. We've had 18 meetings take place since the unrest. 15 of them had higher attendance than they expected when they booked the city, and 3 of them had record attendance. So our meetings platform has held really, really well. Our conventions are still coming. People are still coming in for the meetings, so they need to get their continuing education credits. They got to sell that widget at the trade show. So that platform has held really, really steady. Our leisure business went down for the summer months. We're starting to see signs of that as well. Some of our museums and attractions are seeing, flat numbers as opposed to last year on a month-to-month basis. Some are higher, some are lower. So it's a case-by-case, museum by museum, week-by-week kind of scenario.
How do you get the message out that this is a fun, safe place to come?
Well, we're back doing our advertising campaign like we do every year, and we've had some great results from that advertising campaign. I think what happens is people will come in, they'll experience the city, and they're like, I was just there. I had a great time. Go to Baltimore. You'll have a great time.
And what can we do as Baltimore area residents to help support the city?
Well, remember, we have 82,000 employees in the region, not just in Baltimore City, but the work in the region that work in hospitality tourism. So your friends, your neighbors may rely on it. Maybe their business, they may own a restaurant, they may be in a catering company. So I would tell you, come downtown, go to a museum, go to an attraction, go to one of our restaurants, stay in one of our hotels. Baltimore's the same city it was last year. It's a great American city with a great, list of assets to come visit.
And of course, after April's unrest, there was concern about the reaction following the officers' trials. Police Commissioner Kevin Davis joins us to talk a little bit about the concerns following the trials and how the department is Thanks for coming by.
Thanks for having me, Jason.
Let's talk a little bit about your relationship with demonstrators. I remember right after you were confirmed, you even said on camera, listen, I have a relationship with demonstrators, I even have my cell phone. How's that relationship now?
Well, it's not a perfect relationship, but I don't know any relationship that is perfect. So I think when we get into the trials this time, and if there are some moments of anxiety or tension, at least now we know each other. I think the most important thing about our relationship with the protesters is we've stripped away the anonymity. So you're less likely to have a hostile relationship if you know somebody. And while it's not perfect, it's ongoing, and it takes a lot of work. And it's worth the work because this city, as you know, can't afford to have a repeat of April and May, and we're not going to.
The majority of citizens, people who live here, taxpayers, think that this should be and will be a peaceful process. Yeah. We just don't know.
Right.
What's different this time around as far as preparation goes?
Well, our relationship with the community hopefully is better and is improving. But in terms of preparation from a police department standpoint, our equipment is now state-of-the-art. Our training is sophisticated. And, I talk about this all the time, and people are surprised to hear that the 8th largest police department in the country was ill-equipped for a civil disturbance. And that's because we hadn't had one in 47 years. And if something's out of sight, it's out of mind. So we didn't prepare the way we should have as a city. Now we're prepared. And unfortunately, it took that moment of crisis to get better. But we are better in that regard. And now we're not talking about training, we're not talking about equipment, now we're talking about relationships. And frankly, that's the hard work we have to put in.
You mentioned the equipment. I think some of that came out in that report. They were talking about how things transpired as far as officially it went. And I think one thing they mentioned, a singular voice. Having people at command center or one person or two people say, this is what we're going to do. Do you feel like that's addressed? And do you gain anything from reports like that?
Yeah, we do. So,
Okay.
so the FOP submitted a really thoughtful report. The Police Executive Research Forum, it's an American think tank, submitted a report, after action report, and Johns Hopkins University is submitting a report. So it always benefits us to kind of look backwards constructively and see how we can improve. But now we're, and this is a little bit inside baseball, but the incident command system structure. We have that structure now. There's a science to handling a crisis, and we were handling April and May a little bit less like a science. So now we have the science of incident command down, and the clarity of command is what I talk about. So when the police officers talk about, a stand-down order, that didn't exist. But what also didn't exist was clarity of command. So I think we've tackled that now, and we'll be in a much better place. Hopefully we don't have to get to that moment.
One last one. Just talk to me about the posture that your officers will take as people are trying to demonstrate, and can you reassure people that their voices will be heard as long as we stay peaceful?
Right, they will be, and I personally speak to all the roll calls. I've hand-selected the commanders that will be out in the streets. So we need calm and we need reason. And while we're out during those moments during the trial, and there are going to be 6 trials, so hopefully there'll be many more moments where we're interacting with the formal and informal leaders. And then we have a concerted effort in the community. So not everyone that we need to reach out and touch and have a relationship with is going to be protesting on Calvert Street. They're going to be in East Baltimore. They're going to be in West Baltimore. So we're doing a lot with those folks as well. And just today we have a flag football game with some young men from North and Penn, and we have 17 police officers and got a bunch of young men playing football today. And I'm so competitive. I told the cops, I said, we just have to win. Yeah. I want to have a good time, but that's a relationship building. Sure. So those are the young men really that we need to kind of keep our finger on the pulse. How do they feel? How will they react to a verdict or some type of court ruling that doesn't sit well with them? And if we can get in front of that by having a relationship with them, I don't think we're going to see what we saw a few months ago.
Commissioner Davis.
Thanks,
Thank
Jason.
you. I appreciate it.